Hi, this is Dr. Terry Lassane welcoming you to LSSL 5360 for the fall 2013 semester. This is literature for children, and in addition to having everything you should need up at Blackboard when that opens for you in the regular semester, I've also created a LiveBinder for you. For those of you who haven't used LiveBinders, you'll have to go to www.livebinders, that's one word, .com. You'll have to create an account if you don't have one already, and then log in. I will tell you, you will not get spam from these folks, and that this is a really good site to use in education. If you look, you're going to see that one of the binders that you can access, because I will be giving you the URL, is the binder for the fall semester. It looks like this. It's got this cover on it, and you will have the option then to go ahead and open it and to be working with it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you the various pieces that are here at LiveBinder. You will not have the option to do any kind of editing at all. I am the sole author for this particular binder, and so when you go to log in, it's going to ask you for a key, and your key is very simply LSSL space 5360. The LSSL should be all caps, then a space, and the number is 5360. That will allow you then to log into this site. When you do, what you're going to see are some tabs here at the top. You'll see there's one in blue, one in pink, one in green, one in red. Each of these tabs then has sub-tabs underneath it. For the blue, you see them here. When you click on the pink, you'll see more sub-tabs pop up. The same thing here, and also for assignments. So let's go back to the very beginning. I've kind of put these in an order that I think will make some sense to you. And so before class begins, I've got a sub-tab here called Getting Started. You'll see that everything's been saved as a Word document, so you'll simply click. You can opt either to open, which I did, or you can save them to your desktop. That's totally up to you, whatever is more convenient for you. I prefer to kind of keep them here. It's a little bit easier for me to keep track of that. When you click on this, then you will see here are some tips about getting started before class begins. I'm not going to read them to you because that's why they're here. So you can kind of pan through these yourselves just to kind of see what's going on and see the kinds of things that you can do before class even gets underway. I've given you some general guidelines if you get started on your reading, the kinds of things that you might want to record. So it's all here, no problem whatsoever. So the other thing that's under Getting Started or before class begins are the due dates for the course. Again, click Open, or if you want to make a copy for your desktop, you can certainly opt to save. You'll see here that I have everything outlined when everything is due. I've tried to mix the textbook assignment due dates with the annotated bibliography due dates. These are all the same day of the week, so that should not pose any kind of problem with you having to remember when is something due in Dr. Lassane's class. These are all Saturdays. The due date are Saturdays, and the time is by midnight on that date, not 12:01, not 12:02, not any time after midnight unless you have contacted me and we have made other arrangements. So please understand that these are hard and fast deadlines. We have to keep to these if you're going to finish everything that you need to do for this semester. So here are all the due dates. They're here. You can put these in your calendar, maybe put them in your Outlook calendar and ask your Outlook calendar to remind you from time to time. Put it on a spreadsheet. However you keep yourself on track, please enter the due dates for this course. Once we kind of get underway, there are some policies and procedures that I think are important. The university policies are here. And again, it will open as a Word document. The particular class policies that I follow are right here. and they should be nothing new to you, but I do suggest that you read through them and that you understand that these are policies so that I don't have to deal with individual situations. This simply applies to everybody in the class. In the middle right here is some information about me, Dr. Lesane. Since this class meets solely online, and we don't have face-to-face, I thought that I would provide you with some information in addition to the screencasts we're doing. So you see a photo of me, and as you kind of travel down the page, you'll find some information about me, and you'll see a picture of my husband as well, and a little mnemonic to help you know how to pronounce my name. It rhymes with insane, Lesane, and that's my name, Dr. Lesane. So that's all stuff that you can look at before class gets started. The next piece, you know, is the syllabus. The syllabus is a multiple page document, and the reason that it is so long is because there are requirements as to what needs to be in there so that you have, I hope, all of your questions answered in advance. The assignments are in there. The grading scale for the class is in there, the kinds of topics that we'll cover, the textbook that's required, the books that we'll read in common, every single thing is right in there. The final tab here is called Assignments. Assignments will give you details for each and every one of the assignments we're going to do. For example, textbook assignments. You'll do 5 of them. And the due dates are already there. Remember, it's under the blue tab before class begins. There's a sub-tab that's labeled due dates, so you will be able to see those and refer to those and know when that first textbook assignment is due. What I've done is put all of the textbook assignments in one document. So here's textbook assignment number 1. This will tell you which books that you should read first, and then as we go down the document, which textbooks you should read next, and so on as we go through. There are 5 textbook assignments. At the bottom of each one, notice that I've given you the due date for that particular assignment, again, so that it's very clear when something is due. They're right there. You'll notice here textbook assignment number 4, textbook assignment number 5. Some textbook assignments have 3 or 4 books. Some textbook assignments have 6 or 7 books. They're basically divided out into the categories that make sense for the particular assignments. So be sure that you take a look at that. You kind of put in order the way that you should be not only reading these books, but first and foremost, gathering these books to read. They should all be available in paperback. They should all be available at any good elementary school library, any good public library. You do not have to purchase these. I would suggest that if you're having trouble locating books, that you email one another through Blackboard and see if somebody else in the class has a copy that he or she can loan you. So that kind of takes us through the textbook assignments. The second set of assignments that you'll do for class are the annotated bibliographies. In addition to the books that you'll read for class, and more about those in a future screencast, in addition to those books, you're going to read an additional 50 books. Now, before anybody panics, these 50 books are picture books. They are 32 pages long for the most part. They have lots and lots and lots of illustrations, which means they have very little text. So shouldn't have any problem reading through these rather quickly. The first set of annotated bibliography books have to do with the Caldecott or the Caldecott honor-winning books. This is an award that's been in place since 1938. You should have no trouble at all finding these books because most of them are a part of a good elementary school library collection. As you go down, there are some notes about how to do this particular assignment. The second annotated bibliography will be 10 books that have won the Geisel Award or the Geisel Honor Award. This is an award named after Dr. Seuss. And again, these will be short, fairly simple, and easy to read books. Annotated bibliography number 3 takes you to the Coretta Scott King list. This has been given out since the 1970s. And it honors the work of the widow of Martin Luther King Jr., Coretta Scott King. These are books that feature African-American characters and are written by African-American authors and or African-American illustrators. Bibliography number 4 is the Pour Belpré list. The Pour Belpré award list honors Hispanic authors and illustrators for books about Hispanics. And the final list of annotated bibliography that you will do are 10 books from the New York Times bestseller list for children's picture books, anytime from April through August of 2013. You're going to find perhaps that there is going to be some overlap among these 5 lists. You may not use a book for more than one bibliography. Please do read 50 books. I know that seems like a lot in addition to the 30 on the front of the syllabus, but knowing only 80 children's books in a library of 25,000 children's books is really just scratching the surface. So there's information about how to do the annotated bibliography. And finally, you will be creating and producing a blog for those same required books. So you're reading them for some of the textbook assignments, but you're also going to blog them here. The directions for doing that right here in the Word document. And I will go through some of this at a later date, but I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of what LiveBinders can do. All of the information that you see here, everything that's in the tabs and the subtabs, will ultimately be uploaded at Blackboard for this course as well. That's our course learning management system, and you'll be able to log in there once the semester opens. But if you want to get underway a little bit ahead of time, the LiveBinder will allow you to do that. And you'll find that there's all the information that's here will be available at Blackboard later on. I hope that you will take some time to kind of roam through the different tabs and subtabs, to read through the syllabus, to read through the assignment directions, to get your questions kind of lined up so that once the semester begins, you can communicate those questions to me and I can help you out. But more importantly, so you can get started as soon as you have the time to do so. In addition, let me tell you that the LiveBinder that you see here is going to play a role when it comes down to your final assignment that you'll do for your Master's of Library Science degree. You'll complete a portfolio. That portfolio will be uploaded into your own LiveBinder. So it's my hope that by interacting with this particular LiveBinder during class, you'll become very familiar with it. You'll see that it's very user-friendly, and when it's time for you to start putting assignments into your own LiveBinder, you will not be terribly intimidated. So welcome to class. Welcome to the overview right here. There will be subsequent screencasts where I'll walk you through different assignments. I'll talk you through the syllabus. I'll make sure that I answer as many questions before you even have them as I can. So welcome to Children's Literature. Let's have a great semester.